I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. My official title was the Ambassador of Fun. I organized parties and events and hosted things of that variety. That was my job officially at Chuck E. Cheese. I did Saturday parties, Friday parties, and sometimes Sunday in the morning parties. Those are the parties that I usually did. Now, today we're going to talk about the most destructive, lunatic, ludicrous party that has ever happened in all of Chuck E. Cheese, as far as I know. So, I arrive on a Saturday at 2 p.m. Very casual day. They said, KK, come here. I'll rush over. What's going on? KK's my nickname, by the way. And they say, we have a problem. A problem? Yes. You see here? I just see the name of a child. It says Rondronique. I say, yeah, Rondronique. What about it? Yeah, you see that? It's a black family. Oh! You guys want me to do the party? Yeah, could you please? I said, yeah, I could do that. No issue there. They did not like doing black parties because they thought they didn't tip. I did the whole party, 2-hour time slot. I got an $800 tip. They were pissed. They were so angry. Oh my God. I've never received a tip that big in my life. Very wealthy people. Very wealthy people. Because that family was Robert Easter's family. If you don't know Robert Easter, he's from Toledo, Ohio. It's where I did most of my Chuck E. Cheese stuff. Toledo, Ohio. Robert Easter is a boxing legend. His family tipped me $800. Now, 4 o'clock happens, and they say, all right, you're done with the parties for today. You just do Kid Check. Kid Check is the place in the front where they check your hand. They give you a number to match it up to make sure you leave with the family you came in with. That's the point of Kid Check. That's why they stamp you. You don't got to pay to get into Chuck E. Cheese, by the way. Everything's free besides the food and the games. You can just walk in. You don't have to be a kid to walk in. You're perfectly fine. Now, why is that important? Why is it important that I'm at Kid Check? It's important that I'm at Kid Check because I'm not doing any more parties today, and I can't leave Kid Check. I can't leave. My brother, who was working there with me because I hired him, CJ, is standing there at the prize counter giving a kid an airhead. The kid is deciding on a red airhead or a green airhead. He's very pensive. Why am I describing all these elements to the story? Trust me, just listen. A kid walks in, 6'2", nonverbal. Definitely autistic. He comes in, he looks at me and says a Gregorian chant. He says, I said, what's up, bro? High five him. Boom, almost broke my hand with that. He got hamburger helpers for hands, these big hands. Oh my goodness. Boy should play in the NBA. He's a human. He's a human. Huge man. And then the mother says, we're here for a party. I said, oh yes, sorry, let me direct you to the table. When the party host, she takes him and says, hi, big guy. He says, He points to me and says, hair. And I say, you like that? He says, hair. I said, man, what's up, bro? And we start communicating. We start talking, despite the fact that he's nonverbal. We start having a dialogue. We start going back and forth, to and fro, flow and flow. We start talking to each other. I like this kid. He's a cool guy. He's turning 14. He's 6'2", and has the strength of Zeus's child. Hercules, one might say. Huncules, who knows? So, party goes on, everything seems to be fine. And then, I hear a noise. I know that chant. I know that. It feels familiar, nostalgic somehow. Where have I heard that before? Right. The Gregorian Warmonk, the legend himself. The 6'2", maybe even 6'8", legend, my favorite kid that I've seen today. I see him, and he's upset about the jumping game. During this entire way through, the kid's still at Kid Check. Sorry, I apologize. The kid's still at the prize counter, deciding on his airhead. My brother's waiting there, wasting time, because that's how he spent his shift. The kid is at the jumping game, and a kid won't get off the jumping game, saying, no, it's my turn. The large child proceeds to push the kid out the way. Boom! With the force of God, the kid flies. Doo! I see him fly through the air. I'm a little bit concerned. His back hits the back of a machine like an anime villain. Yow! He falls back to the ground. The mother's pissed. You can't be doing that! And she walks over, getting ready to complain to a child that definitely is ready to tussle with the muscle. He grabs her by the shoulders, looks her in the eyes, screams in her face, and bites a chunk of her shoulder out. I'm concerned. I can't leave Kid Check though, because that's against the rules. And as soon as that bite happened, I had noticed that all of the employees in my vicinity had all disappeared. Wait, where'd everybody go? What? I'm perplexed. My brother, he's right over there, still at the prize counter. You want the green airhead or the red airhead? Green airhead or the rare head? Caustic caramel cream, mutating marshmallow, or antidote? I'm confused. So, what's happening next? What's happening there? Well. The dad of the kid that got flung proceeds to get up and say, "You hurt my kid." He squares up. He gets ready. And then, bada bing, bada boom, the husband of the lady who got the shoulder bit, he says, "Yeah, we gotta take this guy out. What's he even doing at Chuck E. Cheese anyway?" Not knowing that he is a literal child and it's his birthday. Hence, he had the birthday hat on. The first adult comes up to him, and then the kid, with the strength of God Almighty, palms him in the chest, and he flings back. The adult doesn't know what to do. He's like, he's tough. And as if they tag team and coordinated, he said, "Go get him." Like the Avengers against Thanos, it was worthless and accomplished nothing. Kid had the Infinity Gauntlet of autism. Proceeded to smack the other kid down. Boom! The other adult falls to the back. Ugh. You can tell he was tussling and rustled because he starts stumbling after the hit. This man should be a boxing football pro. He should be a legend. This man is a generational athlete, but he's in Chuck E. Cheese celebrating his 14th birthday. And I say, "Whoa." And my brother, I look at him in the eyes, and he looks at the kid that is deciding on the prize counter, and he says, "You want a red airhead or you want a green airhead?" Red airhead or green airhead? We don't know what's going on. Afterwards, the mother of the 14-year-old child, that is 6'2", proceeds to say, "I'm sorry, sometimes he gets like this," but then he pushes his mom. Boom! The mom flies. I'm concerned because she's a paying customer. I'm like, oh no, we need money at this establishment, and I'm the ambassador of fun. I can't leave kid check. Oh well. Anyways, what happens next? A bunch of kids just start flying. He starts grabbing children by the neck, flinging them everywhere. It's in child endangerment. It's crazy. Somebody said, "Somebody stop him. He's a menace." And I turn to the left. I look at my brother right in the eyes. He looks down at the kid. And the kid looks at him. And he says, "I think I want a green airhead." And my brother says, "Are you sure?" And the kid says, "Am I sure?" He didn't know. Still wondering about the airhead, I see another kid fly past. Woo! I'm like, oh no. I forgot a fracas was going on. I'm so concerned about the airhead drama, I didn't know that the real drama was going on. 911 gets called. The cops arrive lickety-split. They arrive in a heartbeat. Immediately there. The cops are there saying, "What's going on? What seems to be a problem?" As soon as the kid sees the cops, he calms down because he likes their suits, I guess. I'm not sure why he calmed down. But they carry him out. One of the dads is pissed, saying, "We can't let him be on the streets. He's evil." And I say, "You know he's 14, right?" The dad ends up quieting up a little bit and saying, "Oh, he's 14? Oh. Interesting. Okay." He doesn't know how to feel about that. And the kid leaves. Chuck E. Cheese is in disarray. I wonder where my manager is. I go back, I say, "Hey, boss, where you?" He's in the back watching this on the cameras with all the other employees in the kitchen. I say, "Why in God's name were you back here?" And he said, "Don't bring God in this equation. He's not a part of this." That was crazy. And I said, "Why didn't you deal with it?" He said, "That's not in my pay grade." I said, "You are a manager. You're a general manager. It isn't your pay grade." He said, No, it's not." And so, lo and behold, that whole situation happened. And that kid got a red airhead at the end of the day. Chuck E. Cheese is nuts.